Hey, Sandra.
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
Great. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. I've been looking forward to it all week.
Yes.
Yeah.
That group culture of that last meeting, the people that are attracted to this kind of work, they're just so responsible and focused and want to learn. And it's just a great group to be in.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I loved about it. It was so much enthusiasm and it was really fun. Yeah. Hi, everybody.
This will help.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello.
Karen, we missed you last week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed y'all. I had a little emergency. So this week I'm going to learn what y'all are doing because I didn't actually submit any photographs this week. So I'm going to find out today.
Okay,
how's this working?
I was very impressed with what you sent in last week. So,
Well, thank you. Thank you.
yeah. So we had 60 photos submitted, folks.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
So we aren't going to be able to get through all of those. And I did end up taking the liberty like I did last week. And for each person, if they sent in multiple photos, I selected what I thought was the best. And we'll vote on those, but hopefully there'll be enough time to share the others that were submitted. But there were some awesome photos submitted. It's really whetting my appetite to get out and take some.
yes.
That's what I loved the best about last week was seeing everybody's photos.
Yeah. Did you see that they're all on Facebook?
No, where?
We
I'm
posted
not on
there. They are on the Get Set Up Facebook page. We posted all the photos. Everybody's photos are on there.
I'm not sure I've been to that one. Now, the class last week, can I go to that somewhere and watch it again? Is that on the email that we get sent?
Yeah, but all you need to do is email help@getsetup.io and request a recording of it, and they'll get that sent to you.
Yeah, I think I did that. Thank you.
Okay.
You have to give them the date and the name of it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, it's very motivating just to have this class, like someone already said, just to see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And it's encouraged me to go back in time and look at photos I haven't looked at in a while. And I have thoroughly enjoyed my own little vacation with myself.
Yeah. And I remember you telling me, Karen, you have what, tens of thousands of photos, right? You're like me.
I currently have 40,000 on my MacBook. I'm the one that's always worried about backing up.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how everybody was able to catch a bird. That is one reason why I'm here.
I did ducks. That was easy.
Yeah, you make photos of the slow ones.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was climbing over seawalls and stuff like that to get pictures. If you're here, you will be laughing your head off to see how I was trying to get pictures.
I love it.
Well, I had to laugh. I had some a mourning dove. We have a storm door. And I was in our kitchen just typing away the other day, and a mourning dove just started walking along our front porch. And I thought, okay, I'm going to just very stealthily sneak over there and try to capture that with my iPhone. No, it was gone before I even got up off the table. So, yeah, but.
Yeah, I definitely gave up trying to take pictures of cardinals or blue jays or anything like that.
I think the art of that is to just sit and wait for them to come along. And who has time to do that? Yeah. Yeah. May does. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I hope I got everybody's photos into the pool that submitted. I got the last round I think like late yesterday. So if anything came in after that, it may not be in here. We have that Wednesday at midnight deadline. So if they're not there, we would still be more than happy to share those in that Facebook post that we'll do. We're gonna share that on Facebook every week. So with all the photos submitted. So okay. I'm going to go ahead and get us started, and I'm going to do like we did last week and run through the big photo entries, and then we'll do a little vote. And I don't know if my polling is going to work this time on the polling function. If not, we'll just do it by text again or by chat, but should be a lot of fun. And then we'll just go through and hear the stories behind each of the photos. Okay, so we are live streaming today. And just for those of you, most everybody here on the call knows me, but for those of you who are watching us on live stream, I live in the Washington, D.C. area, Silver Spring, Maryland, to be exact. And in addition to serving as a Get Setup guide, I do some freelance writing and photography, and I dabble in all sorts of photography and teach quite a few photography classes on Get Setup, but I especially love nature photography. And I am thrilled to be doing this. I enjoy the interactive learning, and I really enjoy the community spirit that we're building here on Get Setup. I just think it's a great thing that's happening here. I feel like we've got our own photography club now. And we're here to help you. So if you are watching us by live stream, the best way to participate in a class is to actually join us by registering for a class, and then you can interact with the other learners live, as well as the guide, ask questions and so forth. We learn from each other. It's great when we can see everybody on camera. It just builds a real nice community spirit. We'll record this again. That's mainly for our own internal quality control purposes. But if you would like a recording of the session, just to go over it again, relive it, just drop us an email at help@getsetup.io and we'll get that sent to you. And just be sure to specify the date of the session so they know what to send you. And lastly, Get Setup is not paid to promote any specific products. I'm not sure that will be relevant today, but just in case, in a camera brand or something like that, it's just for information purposes only. Okay, are we ready to go through the list? All set? Here we go. So this is number one, and take a gander at that real quick. Look at those mountains in the back. That is gorgeous. This one I think is really interesting. And here we have an eagle shot that is pretty stunning with a very deep blue sky. So it's really nice contrast there. Here we've got some, I think those are mourning doves. I'm not sure, but I like this little gathering here. This is a nice, really nice, very crisp shot too. Really well done. And then there is this, some more seagulls. I'm going to try not to say too much about any of these because I don't want to bias the voting. It's always fun when you can get those wings flapping on birds, though. That's hard to, hard to get with some types of birds, but with ducks, it's always kind of fun to grab that.
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't here. Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah, I'm just going through these and not saying too much. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the screen. Who was that talking?
Irene Duggan.
Oh, hi, Irene.
I had to answer a phone call, otherwise I'd never get a doctor's appointment. So I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, no problem. Man, I know what you mean about the doctor's appointments.
Yep.
I've been going through the same thing this week, but yeah, I'm just going to go through these. We don't have the names attached to them yet, but we'll go over them again once we all vote on our favorite.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. There you got somebody playing peekaboo. And this has some nice colors. I think we've got 18 altogether here. Here's one that swans are always a winner for me. I just always love swans. I've taken a lot of swan pictures, but there aren't that many around the Maryland area. So it's usually when I've been on travel that I've caught these. A silhouette. Nice tranquil shot of a mallard. And I always love the colors on the mallards. And I have no idea what kind of bird this is.
It's a road runner.
It is a road runner? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It sure doesn't look like the one on the Looney Tunes
I
shows,
know.
but
I was, yeah, I was surprised when I got it. I had no idea what it was, and then I asked somebody, and they said, "Yeah, that's the road runner." And I got lucky. I got that picture, and then it ran off.
Well, yeah, of course. Don't they all? There's the first sign of spring, the robin. A nice still shot of a robin. So I always like to see pictures of chickens. I like to take pictures of chickens and roosters because I don't see them that often. So living in the city. This one's a very interesting capture. And that's our final. Okay. So I'm going to go through these once more and just slowly go through so you get a good look, and then we'll see who gets the t-shirt this week. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Whoops. Okay, I just gave one away, but all right. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to put up. It's going to be hard to do this and share at the same time, do the poll at the same time. I think that was where we ran into trouble. But if everybody wants to write their vote down just by looking at these real quick, and then I'll bring up the poll and see if that works.
And Scott, I wasn't here last Friday. Do we write this in the chat?
Well, hopefully we can do it in a poll.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A
Okay.
poll function, last week we did end up doing it in the chat because I couldn't get the poll to work, but I'm going to try to do it this time.
Oh, and then we just put one number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Mm. Mm.
So is everybody ready?
Mhm.
All set? Okay. All right. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to launch this and see if I get all 20 slots in there. Yes, they all are in there. Okay. Or all 18, not 20. So go ahead and vote.
Do we hit our number and then close?
Yeah.
Close.
Is that working?
No,
No.
it won't let us submit. It won't let me submit.
It won't
No.
let you submit.
It
Okay.
won't, it's only doing the first 10 anyway. It's only showing
Yeah,
that.
you can't go to the second page.
To the second.
submit.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Then we'll just go ahead and do this in the chat and we'll just count real quick. So
Who do we send it to?
just send it. You can just send it live on the chat. Yeah.
Okay, to everyone.
Yeah.
To everyone.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm not sure how to do a chat. What do I do? Click on chat?
Yeah, if you go down, what kind of device are you on, Cindy? Are you on a laptop or?
Yes.
Okay,
MacBook
if you go down to the bottom, take your pointer down to the bottom of your Zoom screen.
Yes, and I click on chat.
Yeah, yeah. And then you can just type that right into the little message thing at the bottom of the chat box.
The message.
Did the chat box open for you?
It just did, and it says everyone, so I click on that.
And then you see type message there. Yeah, and you just type your vote in there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And let's see. Harry, can you help me tally these up? Got, let's see. I see 3 for 2, 4 for 2. 5 for 2. And 3 for 17, 4 for 17. And 1 for 6.
Mine isn't showing for some reason.
Your vote isn't?
I don't see it. Like when I go through them all, I don't see mine. Do you see one for Patty Parker?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's showing on mine.
Okay. So we've got 5 for number 2 and looks like 4 for 17. And I think those are the 2 leaders there. 12, 1, 2 for 12, 3, 4 for 12. So there's a tie for that 4 mark. So it looks like 17. 1, 2. Yeah, 17. And Harry can spot me on that and make sure I'm right, but let's check out 17. Okay.
Eagle.
Wow.
Okay. Harry's cross-checking just to make sure, but wow. So
Can I make a comment?
yeah.
Since it's my first time, I missed last Friday. How interesting. I wrote down 3 that I was going to have a hard time with.
Yeah.
And that's the 3 that everybody else was voting for. It's interesting that we all kind of voted very similar. I find that interesting.
Oh, wow. So I missed here too. Harry said we've got a tie this week. We have 5 for both 17 and 5 for 2. So let me go back.
Wow.
And remember what 2 was.
Number 2?
Oh, yes. It looks, that's it.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. So this is great. We've got a All right, 5 for 2 as well, and 17 and 2. So that last one, Harry, that means 17 and 2 are the running. Okay.
Yep, right.
So they don't have 5, right? It's just 5.
17 and 2 got 5
Oh,
votes.
those are the 2. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Great. All right. Thanks, Harry.
You're welcome.
All right. So we have 2 t-shirts to send out this week. So I'm going to jump ahead to these, and whoops, I went the wrong way. And let's start with number 2. Carol Lee is not here. She had to leave or had to cancel, but I'll love hearing her story about this. So maybe we can hear about it next week when she's here. But that is really lovely. And Shirley, how about telling us about the eagle shot?
Isn't that beautiful?
It's amazing.
That was out at a lake in the wintertime in Vancouver Island.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the lake now, but we saw this eagle coming, and we were watching the Canadian goose walking on the ice, and then along comes this eagle and grabbed it.
Wow.
And I thought, wow, you know.
Talk about serendipitous. What timing, huh?
I like how
What did
dramatic
you use to take that?
Just my cell phone.
Wow.
Go ahead and tell us what kind of cell phone. Brag about your phone. I got to hear this.
It's just an iPhone 8 or something. It is, yeah.
Okay. That is something. Okay. So we'll have 2 t-shirts out, but let's talk about the other photos. Going down the list here. Anne, are you here? You want to tell us about, is Anne here? No, maybe not. Okay. Anne's not here, but I really like this as one of those shots. If you've ever taken the wildlife photography class that we're doing, I talk about when you can't get really close, when you don't have a zoom lens, sometimes doing something like this is really nice to just get that nice environment into the shot as well, so that you've got sort of a combination landscape and a wildlife shot. And this one was quite a capture.
Love the colors in that.
Yeah.
Whose is this?
This is Carol Lee's.
I'm sorry, you said that.
Yeah, she wasn't able to make it this afternoon.
May I make a comment about this one?
Sure.
Here's what struck me was normally you see lots of Audubon and oil, and you see a lot of pictures in books of birds, and also a lot of oil paintings. And when you see a lot of oil paintings, and sometimes they look like photographs, and you say, wow, photorealism. But this is a photo that looks like an oil painting.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
And that's very unusual. It'd be interesting to hear what she has to say. That's just most unusual.
Yeah. That really is.
Oh,
Cindy, you want to tell us about this one?
I was in a boat off the Nova Scotia coastline, and this eagle flew right up overhead, and you could tell he was focused on his dinner.
Yeah.
And he just went right overhead and then went down and grabbed his dinner and took off. So it was just chance.
Yeah. Wow. Were you using a cell phone or a digital camera?
It was a digital camera at that point.
Were you, just out of curiosity, did you have a polarizer?
I did not.
Wow.
No.
That sky is just so
Yes.
deep blue. That is just, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing when you can capture eagles when they're coming in on their prey. It's hard to do, but. Okay, Danya, are you here? I don't think I saw her come in.
Do you have my address?
We'll get it. You'll be hearing from somebody on the team to get that all set up, because they'll ask for some particulars. So we'll get it taken care of.
All right.
Okay, this one's Detlef's, and I really like this one. Number one, I thought the resolution was really nice and sharp, and
if you take a look, there's 10 birds sitting in there.
Yeah.
3 of them are newly hatched ones. The one on the corner here in the front, the kind of fluffy one.
Yeah.
And then from the other side, the second one from the end, he's a little fluffy one too. And this was at a beer garden here in Berlin. And they showed up for lunch. I mean, my title for this is Lunch Crowd is Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they would come and actually sit on your hand and eat out of your hand.
Wow.
If people left some cake on the table and walked away, I've got one picture of a piece of cake with 4 birds fighting over it. And then the adult birds would actually feed the little birds.
Wow.
So they take a piece of bread and feed the little birds in there. They're kind of cute.
Yeah.
And Detlef, did you say they take the bread, eat it, and wash it down with beer?
Yeah, sure. They're German sparrows. I mean, what do you expect?
It would be a sight to see drunk birds.
Yeah. Yeah, they might get a FUI, flying under the influence.
Right.
Yeah. That's a nice one. So Emily, are you still here? I know you had to leave.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
About a couple minutes.
I want to just show, because this one was edited, and I love the way you edited it. So, shoot.
Thank you. I'm trying to learn how to.
Yeah. So that was the original, and then Emily sent this.
More blue in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm having trouble getting back there.
And I was driving down to San Diego and in a rest stop. And then there's so many birds and, people feed them. So they were above my head, pretty close. And I was so excited. I want to take that picture, but it made me feel like the Alfred Hitchcock's movie.
Yeah.
The bird coming, they were so close. They were just about 10 feet above me. And so I thought this is pretty good. And the middle one is another bird, looks like the oil drill. So I look at clear and find out that's a bird. It's not an oil drill, because in our area, we do have a lot of oil drill in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of action there, but I think my color, I cannot control that too much. The sky should be blue, more on the blue side,
I have to tell you, I really like what you ended up with the sky. And I think what really struck me about this is the contrast.
Uh-huh.
And I tend to be one of these people that likes a lot of contrast in imagery. And so I thought this was really stunning in the way that it was in the final version.
Thank you. I love to take flowers and birds.
Yeah.
And I thought this would be a good one to show,
Yeah.
And
I mean, your original,
uh-huh.
Even it, I thought was really great. So, I mean, you nailed it the first time out, but the editing was really nice too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got to go. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Emily.
Bye.
Here we go, Gail. Quack, quack.
Exactly.
Where was that?
On the desk of the laptop. The blue is my chair, and he just came right up to it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Really nice, really nice detail that you got on this one. With the feathers, and I always like it when the wings show all the individual feathers and things like that. So really, really nice capture.
He was having fun printing.
Yeah, yeah.
May I make a comment?
Sure.
I think that's a female mallard, and she's showing she just got her angel wings.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Those look like it, you know, when you're little in a play in church or something, they make these big wings and put them on you. Well, it looks like she just got her angel wings. Oh, that's such a good picture.
Yeah. That is. So Irene, this was a nice depth of field. Really nice shallow depth of field there. Where was this?
In Monterey.
Okay.
And I think they're so used to having tourists there that this bird just sat on the rock. And when I was finished, then it left.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
like,
What were you using to take that?
Canon EOS.
Okay. I'm a Canon man myself, so very nice. It's got some nice, I don't want to say moodiness, but with the shadowing and everything, it's just, it wasn't too dark that you missed the catch light in the eyes and everything, but it's just got some nice, nice contrast between light and dark there without being overdone.
Thank you.
Jeanette, you found your cardinal. Is Jeanette here? Maybe not. I know she was telling me about trying to capture this the other day, so next time I see her, I'll have to tell her she's done a better job than I have. I have a hard time grabbing cardinals. And this is from Martha. Is Martha here? I don't see Martha. But you gotta love parrots. I always love pictures of parrots.
I'd like to know if that's her parrot.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Looks like it's got a ring on its foot, so it could be a pet.
Yeah, yeah. So this one is Mary Ellen's. I'm partial to swans, so that's why I selected this out of all that she sent in. And Mary Ellen did send in quite a few pictures. I was amazed at the little sort of heart shape in the back. And
that's his fighting stance.
Okay. Okay.
And see how fast he's moving in the water, that he ends up moving faster as he gets closer.
Yeah.
But he's chasing the goose out of the water because he has babies on the island. So he came from way over on the island, and I was just sitting there on the bench, not 2 feet from the edge of the water. And he came straight at me, chased that goose right out of the water up to my feet. And the goose was screaming all the way because he was really meant business. And I'm afraid of birds.
I'll tell you what I'm afraid of are those Canadian geese, because they hiss.
Nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
We go down to Prince Island Park here in the city, and the geese are so, in the wintertime, they're just so populated down there, and there's poop all over. You slip and slide in the poop, and
yeah.
But I've learned, people say you're not supposed to feed them bread. They
Oh,
say
really?
Take a bag of frozen peas with you and feed them that. the bread is, they have problems digesting it apparently.
Okay. Well, you figure it's not it wouldn't be a natural part of their diet, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the geese are described as the cows of the bird world.
Yeah.
Because they leave they leave bird doo-doo everywhere.
Yeah.
In Denver, they used to migrate through to the south every year, and they have gotten used to, in the last 20 years, they've gotten used to staying there. There's now a permanent Canada goose population in Denver that stays all year. They eat the grass on the golf courses and in the parks, and they're just there all year long. And in some of the parks, you got to watch out where you step.
Yeah. Both for their droppings, and I'm imagine also for if you get too close to them, they'll let you know.
They'll grab you. Yeah.
And they bite, let me tell you. I know.
Yeah.
I really like this one here. Where was that taken?
That is taken here on St. Pete Beach, and that's actually the Gulf of Mexico. And as you can see, it's a pretty windy day, so the waves are kind of high. And so I was trying to take it from a distance, and yeah.
No, I like the shape of the water in there in addition to the color. It looks really, to me, it looks really nice. I mean, I think you got a great shot there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I want to paint it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And I had a hard time choosing between what you sent in, but
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. This one I just captivated me. And I like cormorants a lot. I'd like to take pictures of them when I'm at the shore. But this one with the sunset and silhouettes are sometimes hard to get. So this you really nailed it. This is nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I did get wet, but it was fun.
Yeah. So Patty, tell us about this one.
Well, I haven't been out much in the last year or so, and finally got to go to a local park and sit there on the bench with my watercolors. So I was taking snapshots to find something that I wanted to paint. And I sent this one in because I really like the shadow of the bird on the water.
Yeah. That's a nice reflection there. Yeah.
See, if you look at the duck there, you can tell where the phrase ducktail comes from.
It means it's male or female, but I forget which.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the Roadrunner.
He's a funny bird, isn't he?
Yeah. So Rosemarie was already telling us about this, but that is some incredible detail that you captured there. Just really nice. That's a really nice shot.
Yeah, we had just pulled into a resort in Palm Desert, and I just stepped out of the car and saw the bird and had my phone right next to me, and I just clicked because I had never seen that bird before.
Wow, that was a phone shot, huh? I would have wow. I just thought that was with a camera. That's really well done.
No. And I mean, he was just there like 30 seconds and then he was gone.
Yeah. Wow. There's Sandra with the Sandra, I know you were out looking around today or this week. You want to tell us when you caught this one?
Sure. I am a very beginner with my camera, but because this group has been so supportive, I figure I could learn from people in the group, and I really am already. I want to be a responsible member of the group and submit a photo, so I thought I better go and look for one. And this bird was actually kind of far away, and I just cropped it and brought it forward. But I can see by the rest of your pictures some things I can do in the future. And I'm going to hang in here and hone my skills. So I really appreciate all of you. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks.
Sandra, I really love that picture because I've been trying all week to get a robin. They're right outside my window and I have not gotten one because they see you coming and they leave.
Yeah. You know what's nice about this one, Sandra, is just the way you, I know this was cropped, but it's a nice composition. Just a little bit off center, which is a nice effect to take. And yeah, so yeah.
And the blades of grass are so vivid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Sherry, were you on a farm?
Not, well, kind of. I was at a farmer's market
Okay.
in Hawaii. And I was chasing this chicken all around because it was so cute and it kept looking at me.
Yeah.
So I just got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I was in Africa. There was a lot of chickens around in the village of Koforidua. And
Yeah.
I said, how do you tell whose chicken is who? And they said, if it comes in my yard, it's my chicken. I kill it.
Yeah, well, they're all over Hawaii.
Yeah.
I
They even
didn't
have them
realize
at
that.
Costco, the parking lot.
I didn't realize there were so many chickens in Hawaii.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and it's a
gosh,
certain
yeah.
type too. You immediately recognize it,
Yeah.
you know, with the black and the orange feathers.
Right.
Mhm.
And they're mostly pretty friendly.
Yeah.
They're used to
And
people.
also Key West is kind of covered with chickens.
Yeah.
If you gorgeous.
Wow. Yeah, I just always like chicken pictures. When I was a kid, I had an aunt and uncle who had a farm. And when I was just a 5 or 6 year old, I used to love to go down to the hen house with my aunt and watch her collect the eggs. So I've always been partial to chickens. And we talked about this one. Susan, this one is the type of photo I love because it almost looks like that head tilt just does it for me.
Well, this bird had eye contact with me. He was having a conversation with me. I don't know what he was saying, so I had to take his picture. But anyway, yeah, I mean, he was
definitely being sassy there.
Yeah, he was. He really was. I don't know if that, whatever that is at his feet, if he was sizing it up to see if it was food or what. I didn't see him fly off with it, but he definitely had eye contact with me.
Yeah.
And he stood there and just, stared me down. So anyway.
And I love
Is it a seagull, Susan?
I'm sorry?
Is it a seagull?
It's a seagull. This was taken at Mont Saint Michel in Normandy, in France, and it was right on the parapet of the monastery.
Oh, okay.
Looking out to sea.
Such a nice touch with the leaves over here too, or the tree branches. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so I already said that. I want to just run through just to show you what other people submitted. We won't have a whole lot of time to go over them, but here are some from Cindy that are really nice.
Very colorful, beautiful.
Yeah. And here are some from Cindy again. I do have to ask, Cindy, where did you see this peacock?
Albino?
Can you hear me now? Okay,
Yeah.
that was in Lake Maggiore in Italy. I had to
Okay.
get the back side of that peacock too. He was just turning around, and so one is the front side while he's opened, and the other is his rear end.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
They were just wild. They were just all around that island.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here are
Wow,
that left.
that's
I know
beautiful.
you didn't submit these to be seen, but I really loved them, so I took some liberties here.
Wow.
Right? I mean,
Beautiful.
these are.
Uh,
This
It's-
was very artful right here. I just thought this was really nice, and I love this one too.
What was the one that the brown one at the bottom? What
The one on the bottom is a pheasant.
a pheasant?
And
Oh,
That was
Really?
taken,
Is
that
its
was
head-
taken in Colorado.
Where's its head?
Uh, this is just the back of his side.
Beautiful.
You know, not to be morbid or anything, but he got hit by a car. But the feathers were so gorgeous. I stopped by and I've got about 3 or 4 shots just to take a picture of the feathers. They were just absolutely beautiful. And this was just before sunset. So, you know, they had reddish kind of light on it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the
Well,
thing
this
up
is-
there on, I'm sorry.
No, well, no, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to say this is a really nice fill the frame effect where you're just homing in on the feathers.
Yeah.
And I've done something like that before with the flamingo, but it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the color and the textures. I just thought it was gorgeous. On the top left, that's a mandarin duck. And they're an invasive species here in Berlin. I don't know where they come from, but they're not native to Berlin. They're an Asian kind of duck, so maybe they got blown off course. But there's lots and lots of them here now, along with Canada geese. Canada geese also aren't native, and they're an invasive species here too.
Wow.
First time I came here to visit, which was about 10 years ago, I saw Canada goose and I thought, no, wait a minute, that's a North American species. What are they doing here? But there's those two. And then another thing here in Berlin, we've got crawfish, which are an invasive species. And we've got what they call wash bears.
Okay.
Raccoons, because they take their food and wash it.
Wash bears.
They're called wash bears. Yeah. And that's also an invasive species from the US that came here.
Wow.
Detlef, just below the beak there, what's the red on the duck? In the top.
The red on the duck?
Yeah. Like right
Right
there.
there?
Yeah.
Giant
Yeah.
tongue.
It's this was at a lake, so it's just the color of the feathers. A
Yeah.
lot
That's
of
his
them have
stomach,
red
like?
eyes too. If you get up close, they
Yeah.
have red eyes.
Let's
Yeah. I think
see.
that's just its breast. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
It
sitting
looks
there
like
like
it's
this with
floating
his
out
head
or
down.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like his beak is resting on his chest.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a male, and the one in front of it is a female. The males are always the more
Males are
colorful
always
one.
brighter.
Yeah.
And look at the little, is that the baby below it or is that just another duck? Look below the mother's
That's a
breast.
cormorant.
Oh, below it. Oh,
No
wow.
Yeah,
kidding.
that's the
a
same as
cormorant.
on the right-hand side. There's a whole bunch of them flying,
Okay.
and these were taken in Ponce, Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Mm.
And the only one, everything is natural except the one in the middle on top. That was in
Yeah.
a zoo.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great eye.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's some more from Emily. I really like this one a lot, but
Oh.
she did get some interesting shots. And Emily did some work with editing too, which these are the edited versions that she did. But I really liked them. I've never
like
seen a
penguins.
pelican that big walking among people.
Pelican, yeah. That was the cormorant. There was a pelican before,
Yeah.
just like this one here. Yeah. You know, one of the interesting things that I saw in Puerto Rico is the fishermen there have pelicans on their boats, and they have a rope around their neck, and they throw the pelicans in the water, and then they come back in, they grab fish, they come back in, and because they have a rope around their neck, they can't swallow them. So that's how the fishermen fish. They have the pelicans
Oh my God.
get the fish out of the water.
Wow.
You know pelicans mate for life, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
would not.
swans made for life too?
Yes.
Swans, I'm not sure of, but pelicans, I've heard that. Yeah.
And penguins too, I think, right?
Penguins, yeah.
Yeah.
Swans do too.
Yeah.
They,
There's another one from Gail. I think that's that same duck.
That
But again,
is.
nice detail. And oh, Mary Ellen's, I have to open up because I have it as a PDF. Okay, can everybody see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah. So let me show you some of the others. Speaking of Canadian geese.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
oh, I wanted to ask about that Canada goose that the eagle grabbed. Did he fly off with that?
Yes.
Cindy.
Because those are really
the
heavy.
goose was fighting, it was fighting to get away, eh?
Wow.
We just watched it for a while and then, it left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because those things are big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be hard to handle in the
that
talons.
eagle looked hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay, let me see. This doesn't seem to want to go for it. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
So that's a nice close up, nice editing job there. And okay, here we go. So I really love what you did here, Mary Ellen.
Oh, yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, is that a filter, Mary Ellen?
That was the Photor app. I was just trying it out. I
Yeah.
took
Oh, yeah.
the class on different apps that you can put on your phone for
Oh, yeah.
editing. And I just used the free settings, and that was one of them for from FOTOR.
Yeah.
So I've just been, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And that was a bird feeder outside my friend's house. I went to see her.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that is nice artistry there. And there's another one. And I think the peacock. Yeah, there we go. There's a peacock. Nice framing.
And that's the same app.
Yeah.
And they have a variety of frames, but I like the blue because it brought out the blue and his feathers.
Yeah. Boy, you know what? It really did. It made the green a lot more vivid too. Look at that. Yeah. And
that was at the cemetery, and that robin I really wanted, but it was too far away, so it was kind of blurry.
Yeah, they don't sit still very well either. Here are more of May's.
May.
And wow. This is why I had trouble, May, choosing.
I was experimenting with my iPhone 12 Pro, and I just love how it came out without any editing. There's no editing here whatsoever. And that's what blew me away. And I said, I have to send these in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those are fabulous. Yeah.
The pink in the sky.
Yes, there was a beautiful sunset sky that night. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And now we all know that dinosaurs evolved into birds. Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like one of those velociraptors from Jurassic Park, right?
I know.
Ooh.
This one with the reflection is beautiful. Yeah.
So the one in the center is actually taken at a lake, and then the other two are actually out on the open water as well. So it's on the Gulf. So that's why I like the center one, because it's the same type of bird, but the reflection is just what really caught me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice catch. Nice capture. There's Patty's mallard.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Somebody
cool.
did that one. Yeah. This one I kind of like.
Mhm.
And there's some more from Sherry.
Oh.
Wow, Sherry. Way to capture this. Because it is
That
so
was
hard to
a-
get birds when they're flying off.
That was in Sandy Spring, Maryland.
Okay.
And I was visiting my mom and was still in the parking lot and I saw this guy. Yeah, I really liked him.
Yeah. And here are more from Shirley. Lots of ducks.
Those little ducks, I went to breakfast one morning on Monday morning, and I had to stop for her because she was taking her ducks across the road, and there's a store right there, and she kind of set them all beside the bicycle carrier there, and she went over and looked in the store and left her babies out on the sidewalk. It was so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
And these ducks are out at the cemetery where my husband is buried. That's my granddaughter there. She you can go to the office and get a ice cream cone a cup cone of seeds feed the ducks
Okay.
or the geese. These are geese.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they bring them in from a duck farm every year that's just a small pond. And they bring them in every year.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, really wonderful, everybody.
God, I think you should kind of widen this. I liked seeing the one from everybody, but what I really liked is seeing like 6 or 7 or more from everybody. This is really fun.
Yeah.
To see these, to see what else everybody has.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to just pick one. There's so many nice ones.
I agree. I love seeing what everybody has taken pictures of.
Yeah.
I agree. And some of the stories that go with it are fantastic.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we got next week, folks.
Wow.
Dogs.
Jeremy, do you think we can send in your picture?
Is that mine? Yeah. That is that is my dog Maggie. In the winter when obviously in the winter, but we had a little snow here in Maryland, so I thought I'd better capture that. So yeah. But any picture of a dog you are able to get, that'd be great. Love to see them. I know Shirley's already got hers in, so
I've got more pictures of dogs than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah.
I gotta go find a dog.
Yeah. Luckily, there are people always outside walking dogs. So yeah.
Not here. I live out in the country.
But anyway, same thing. You can get them to me by Wednesday at midnight. That would be great. Then I can be sure to get them all organized and ready to show. And that's the address. I'll send out the class notes with the registration page again. And I know we are looking to try to do a sort of multi-booking. So if you don't want to have to register every week, you can just do it in one fell swoop. Our engineers are working on that right now. So, and then we'll get together again next Friday at 4.
Thank you all so much for sharing. It's so wonderful. I learned so much. Have a great
Thank you. It was
weekend.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Yeah. I'll give you a heads up on some stuff coming up. We've got something on TikTok on optimal eye health and our encounters with animals and birds. And I've got some classes coming up. One on tomorrow. One is on designing your own t-shirts and sweatshirts, and a new one here. I'm working on with my colleague Deb, who does a lot of our food and cooking classes. And it's on creating recipe cards with an online tool called Canva, which I know Sandra knows very well. And that you can even take pictures of something you've created in the kitchen and add to that recipe card yourself. And I think all of you know you can invite a friend very easily to join you for any class, and always welcome the feedback. And again, if you want to let us know about hosting an interest group, if you'd like to do that, want to suggest a class or request a recording of today's get together, just email us at help@getsetup.io.
Great.
Okay. So great to see everybody. I hope you all have a great weekend. And Kathy, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get your photos on there, but next week. Yeah.
Yes,
So.
Scott, sorry to interrupt, but Gail's got a question for you in the chat, I
Oh,
guess.
sure. What is it, Gail? Oh, okay. See, so we've been doing a food or sunrise sunset one. You bet. Yeah. In fact, I think I've got sunsets coming up in the next few weeks. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Okay.
All right. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Wonderful.
everyone.